Every man has the power to become unforgettable, not by pretending to be someone else, but by uncovering the best version of himself. Women are not simply drawn to surface-level attraction, they are captivated by qualities that radiate from within: confidence without arrogance, ambition without greed, kindness without weakness. These are the traits that elevate a man from ordinary to extraordinary. When you carry yourself with genuine self-belief, you send a message that you know your worth, and in return, others begin to recognize it too. When you pursue your goals with determination, you inspire trust and admiration. True strength is not just physical, it lies in emotional stability, in being the man who stands firm when life throws storms. Women dream of a man who is steady, dependable, and resilient because deep down, stability is irresistible. But let's not forget authenticity. Pretending may win temporary attention, but only truth wins lasting respect. A man who owns his flaws, embraces his journey, and still walks tall creates a magnetic energy no one can deny. Respect, empathy, and the ability to truly listen are not just qualities, they are superpowers in today's world. So if you want to be unforgettable, don't chase trends or superficial approval. Build your character, sharpen your discipline, and grow into the man who inspires through action, not empty words. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being real, being driven, and being the kind of man who lifts others by simply being present. When you embody these qualities, you won't need to chase admiration. Admiration will find you. Confidence without arrogance. True confidence comes from self-belief and self-worth, not from ego. Ambition with balance. Pursue goals with determination but without greed. Inspiring respect and admiration. Emotional strength and stability. Women value resilience and dependability in a man who can stand firm during life's challenges. Authenticity over pretense. Being real, owning flaws and walking tall creates lasting respect and attraction. Empathy and respect. The ability to listen, understand, and value others acts as a magnetic quality. Character and discipline. True irresistibility comes from inner growth, discipline, and leading by action, not empty words. Confidence is one of the most magnetic qualities a man can possess. But the difference between confidence and arrogance is massive. Confidence is rooted in self-awareness and self-respect. It comes from knowing your strength, embracing your flaws, and still standing tall. When a man is confident, he doesn't need to shout about his worth or prove it to others. His presence naturally speaks louder than his words. Women are drawn to that kind of energy because it shows security, not insecurity. Arrogance, on the other hand, comes from a place of insecurity, disguised as pride. It seeks validation by putting others down or exaggerating achievements. Confidence builds people up, while arrogance pushes people away. The truly confident man doesn't need constant approval, because he already knows his value. He's calm in a crowded room, comfortable in silence, and grounded in his purpose. Think of confidence as quiet strength. It's the way you walk, the way you speak, and the way you carry yourself under pressure. It's not about being the loudest voice in the room, but the voice people choose to listen to. Women admire a man who radiates assurance without arrogance, because it makes them feel safe, respected, and inspired. So if you want to embody this irresistible quality, focus on building confidence through action, set goals, keep promises to yourself, improve your skills, and take care of your body and mind. Every small victory adds to your self-belief. And when you know who you are, you won't need to boast. You'll simply live it. That's the kind of confidence women dream of, the kind that lasts long after the first impression. Would you like me to now expand the second key point in the same powerful style? You said explain second key points up to 300 words without heading or subheading. ChatGPT said, ambition is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have. but when it is balanced with humility and purpose, it becomes truly irresistible. Women admire men who have a vision, who wake up each day with a goal, and who are not afraid to chase after it with determination. Ambition shows direction. It proves that a man is not stagnant, but constantly striving to grow, evolve, and achieve something great. It reflects discipline, hard work, and passion, qualities that naturally inspire admiration. However, ambition without balance can turn into greed, and greed is never appealing. When a man is consumed only by material gain, he loses sight of relationships, values, and the bigger picture. True ambition is not just about personal success, it's about creating impact, building stability, and uplifting others along the journey. A man who balances his drive with humility shows that he is not ruled by his goals, but guided by them. This kind of ambition is magnetic because it shows leadership. It sends the message that he knows where he is going and he has the courage to get there, but he doesn't step on others in the process. Women dream of a man who can pursue greatness without losing his integrity, someone who can conquer challenges while still remaining grounded. To embody this quality, define your vision, pursue it relentlessly, but never let it cost you your values or your relationship. Let your ambition reflect not just your hunger for success, but your character and your principles. When ambition is fueled by purpose and guided by balance, it becomes a force that not only transforms your life, but also inspires everyone around you. That is the kind of ambition that women truly find irresistible. Emotional strength and stability are qualities that define a man's true power. Women are naturally drawn to men who remain composed under pressure, who can handle life's challenges without crumbling, and who provide a sense of security in an uncertain world. This is not about suppressing emotions or pretending to be invincible. It's about understanding and managing your emotions so that they serve you rather than control you. A man with emotional strength does not overreact to stress, criticism, or setback. He faces problems head-on, thinks clearly, and takes decisive action without letting fear or frustration dictate his behavior. Stability comes from self-awareness and experience, from learning to balance ambition with patience and confidence with humility. When a man is emotionally stable, he creates an environment where others, especially women, feel safe to be themselves. Stability communicates reliability, trustworthiness, and maturity, all of which are incredibly attractive. This quality also includes resilience, the ability to recover from failures, disappointments, or heartbreak without losing your core values or confidence. Life will always throw unexpected challenges, but a man who can navigate them calmly and wisely earns respect. Effortless. Women dream of a partner who can handle emotional turbulence without being overwhelmed, someone who can lift them up during hard times rather than adding to the chaos. Developing emotional strength requires introspection, discipline, and practice. Learn to observe your reactions, address your fears, and build habits that reinforce mental resilience. Meditation, journaling, and honest self-reflection can sharpen your emotional awareness. The man who masters his emotions not only attracts admiration, but also creates lasting, meaningful connections. Emotional strength and stability are not just traits, they are a foundation for a magnetic presence that women are naturally drawn to. Authenticity is a magnetic quality because it reflects a man who is real, genuine, and comfortable in his own skin. Women are drawn to men who don't hide behind masks or try to fit someone else's idea of perfection. Pretending may earn temporary attention, but only authenticity earns lasting respect and connection. A man who is authentic owns his flaws, embraces his journey, and speaks his truth without fear of judgment. This confidence in being himself radiates a quiet strength that is hard to ignore. Being authentic means aligning your actions with your values and beliefs. It's about living in a way that reflects who you truly are, rather than who you think others want you to be. Authentic men don't exaggerate their achievements, fake emotions, or chase approval. They inspire trust simply by being real. Women sense this immediately, because authenticity creates comfort, safety, and a deep sense of connection. This quality also requires courage. It takes bravery to reveal your vulnerabilities, admit mistakes, and stay true to your principles even when it's unpopular. But it is this very courage that makes a man unforgettable. Pretending to be someone else may win temporary attention, but authenticity draws people in for the long haul. To cultivate authenticity, start by embracing your individuality. Accept your strengths and weaknesses equally. Speak honestly, act consistently, and resist the urge to conform for superficial approval. Share your passions, your failures, and your ambitions openly. The energy of someone who is fully themselves is magnetic. It draws people, commands respect, and builds meaningful connection. When you live authentically, you don't just attract women, you inspire everyone around you, leaving a legacy of integrity and real influence that lasts far beyond first impressions. Empathy and respect are qualities that define the depth of a man's character. Women are naturally drawn to men who can understand their feelings, listen without judgment, and respond with kindness. Empathy is more than just sympathy. It's the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes, to feel what they feel, and to respond with genuine care. A man who can do this demonstrates emotional intelligence, patience, and maturity, qualities that create deep trust and attraction. Respect goes hand in hand with empathy. It's the way a man treats others, not just women, but everyone in his life. Respectful behavior reflects integrity and self-discipline. It shows that he values people for who they are, not for what they can provide. When a man respects boundaries, honors opinions, and listens attentively, he creates a sense of safety and appreciation that is incredibly magnetic. Women are drawn to men who uplift them, validate their emotions, and make them feel seen and heard. Empathy and respect also shape a man's communication. He doesn't interrupt, belittle, or dismiss others. Instead, he listens deeply, responds thoughtfully, and navigates conflict with composure. This creates connection and understanding, turning ordinary interactions into meaningful experiences. Women dream of a partner who can balance strength with sensitivity, assertiveness with understanding. To cultivate these qualities, practice active listening, observe without judgment, and respond thoughtfully. Recognize the feelings and perspectives of those around you, even when they differ from your own. Treat everyone with dignity, not because it benefits you, but because it reflects who you are. A man who embodies empathy and respect doesn't just attract women, he inspires loyalty, admiration, and genuine emotional connection. These traits are the foundation of lasting relationships and an irresistible presence. Character and discipline are the pillars that define a man's true power and influence. Women are drawn to men whose actions reflect integrity, consistency, and self-control. Character is revealed not in moments of comfort, but in moments of challenge. How a man handles adversity, makes difficult decisions, and stays true to his values. Discipline is the force that transforms intentions into action, dreams into reality, and promises into result. Together, they create a presence that is not only respected, but deeply admired. A man of strong character does not compromise his principles for temporary gain. He keeps his word, honors commitments, and treats others with fairness and honesty. His integrity becomes a magnet because it signals reliability and trustworthiness. Women are naturally attracted to men who live by their values because it shows that he is stable, dependable, and someone who can be counted on when it matters most. Discipline is equally crucial. It is the ability to delay gratification, prioritize long-term goals over short-term impulses, and maintain consistency even when motivation falters. Discipline shapes every area of life, from health and fitness to career and personal growth. A disciplined man demonstrates control over his life, which exudes confidence and inspires respect. Together, character and discipline cultivate a magnetic presence. They allow a man to lead by example, navigate life's challenges with resilience, and maintain focus on what truly matters. Women dream of a partner who embodies these qualities because he represents reliability, ambition, and moral strength. To develop this, commit to your personal growth daily, align your actions with your values, set goals, and push yourself to stay consistent. The combination of strong character and disciplined action doesn't just attract admiration, it commands it. It transforms a man into someone unforgettable, someone whose presence leaves a lasting impact.